It's getting cold outside. Very cold, actually. Um, Let me flip this before I forget so that you can actually read what I write. Um, okay, let's fix that. That's good. I feel like I'm too high. I feel like I'm too high. Okay, so tonight, um, I went somewhere and I started getting pop-ups on my computer. Have you ever gotten pop-ups? And I was like, stop, stop, stop. So I kind of got a little sidetracked by it because I was like, oh, a stupid pop-up. I never get pop-ups. Um, so tonight we're going to talk about uh, basically we're going to, because yesterday something came up and I could not go live. But tonight we're going to talk about what we're actually doing here and how this can bring you what you need. You need more time in life. What do you need? Fill in the blanks, because this is the best thing that I've ever seen anywhere for anyone, and it works. And I wish I would have found it 2 years ago. Unfortunately for me, I did not find it 2 years ago, but I am too high. But you're here right now, and I'm telling you. So, any questions that you have, I want to encourage you to ask me any kind of questions that you may have about what is this? How long does it take? What is it going to do for me? How do you work 2 hours a day? A lot of people question, how do you work 2 hours a day? Well, let me tell you how you work 2 hours a day. It is so easy to do that it doesn't take a lot of time. And on top of that, we're not chasing people. We don't have to chase for customers. We're not picking up a phone, making phone calls, going, hey, are you interested? Da, 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 da. We're not doing any of that. And I am so incredibly thankful that we don't do that stuff. I don't have to reach out to family and friends. I'm not sliding into people's DMs. I will never, never, ever, ever DM you first, because there's no need for me to do that. And when you go both on YouTube and both on my TikTok, when you go to granny'sgettingpaid.com, I just want to reassure you that, you know what, you're not stuck in there forever, because I already know when I first saw that I had to put an email in, I was like, I'm not doing that, because I felt like I was going to be trapped. And you're not trapped. There's actually at the very bottom of every single email, it says unsubscribe. So if you happen to go there and you look at the programs and you're like, I'm not into this, I don't want to do this, it's easy. Just unsubscribe. So now that that's out of the way, you should be reassured that everything is fine. You can go in, you can look, you can get out. And sorry, I need time and income. Hi, Wendy. Yes, time is important. Awesome. That is awesome. Well, welcome to the club. Today was legacy. I missed that today. There was a really good meeting today. Did you happen to be in that, or do you? I don't know what your situation is, but there was a really good meeting today. I saw just a portion of it, and then I had to take a phone call. So I missed the rest of it, but I want to go back and watch the rest of that. So we have legacy meetings once a week. If you come in on the legacy, and you get to listen to I call her the millionaire mama, because she made her first million in 17 months. 17 months. And now I don't know where she's at now. She might be on her next million. I don't know. I honestly do not know. But I love the simplicity of this. I love that literally you do your 2 hours. And how do you do 2 hours? Why does this work? You need to stay focused on the plan. So in the plan, which is our blueprint that we follow, you get an automated system. Okay. So that system that I get, you get. It's automated. So I don't have to sit there and get on my thing and start typing or getting on a phone or anything like that. This is, if you follow this blueprint, you follow the step-by-step thing, be consistent, stay on target, pick one platform, post your videos, you're going to start to get the traction that you need. That's what's going to happen. Okay. You can't post one day and then not post the next day. This is the easiest thing. Easiest. I love it. I love that this helps people. I love that it works. I love that you can get the time back. I love that you can still make money. And I love that we have this automated system. Out of everything that I've ever done on the face of the earth, I have never seen that. Now, I did get a taste of it with Etsy. So has anybody had an automated system before? Put your hands up. Okay, put a 1 in the comments if you've ever had an automated system. Because if you haven't, hello, thank you so much. Is that Gil? Is it Gil? Or am I saying that right? If you have never had an automated system, listen, it's like somebody being a silent partner that is helping you because it's sharing for you. So when you go into my website, which would be your website, you get your own, you get to have that system that's working for you. And I love that I can go to bed, that if somebody is interested, somebody wants to read about what's going on or how does this work, or they want to go in and look at the programs, they can do this at 2:00 in the morning. And you know what happens? You get sleepy money. You get the people that are up at 3:00 in the morning for whatever reason, and this is global. So I want to remind you guys, it's global. We are not just focused on the United States, on Canada, on the UK. We can do this anywhere. You can do it from your phone. Initially, I'm going to tell you to set it up on the computer because I didn't do it on a phone, but it is so simple, so easy. Just follow what's there. And you can actually see how this gives you time back, how this gives you life back. You have got to be consistent. It is proven to work. It works. And when you realize, man, I don't have to work like 40 hours a week, 60 hours a week. I don't have to do it like we did it 30 years ago. I'm telling you how old I am now. But we don't have to do that. So this automation is that silent person that's helping you. It's a machine. Sometimes Michelle calls it a freedom machine, and it is because it's like working for you. So when somebody says 2 hours, how? Listen, you do what you're supposed to do and then put aside some time to learn. Like I didn't get into the meeting that long today before my phone rang. But these meetings that are available to you are by 6-figure income earners or by millionaire mama herself. And you will learn and you will grow and you will understand more when you get there. And you're like, oh, wow, man, I can finally breathe. Like finally breathe, because the stresses of the world, I know what it's like. I'm a mama of 5. I have 3 homeschoolers left. And 2 years ago, I had a mini stroke. I talk about it because everybody's got to know that I know what it's like. I know what it's like to, put your head on the pillow and cry for all kinds of reasons. And sometimes I can get away without crying about it. But I had that mini stroke, and it brought to light that I had a husband that didn't show up. And we'll just kind of briefly say this. And so those work trips were not work trips. And I was left a family of 5 with no income and no way to even breathe. So for the next, it felt like a year and a half of being lost, of being like in a place where you can't think straight. You're like, how help me, somebody help me. And I wish I would have found this like right then and there, because man, I went through a hard time. I'll tell you the truth. I went through a hard time. And I often share the door dashing was hard. Like when my truck broke, I was like, man, here I am again looking for work. And I happened to be scrolling on TikTok. Here's the good stuff. I happened to be scrolling. I think I first saw her and I went, bye. I was like, what are you talking about? How is that? I come from a time where this stuff is unheard of. Like, what are you talking about? What selling something online? Like, what does that mean? And I just went, no, there's no way that that's true. There's no way that that's possible. And then the truck died. And then I went back and I was like, okay, scrolling on TikTok, looking for something to laugh about, because you know what? Sometimes you just need a good laugh. Sometimes it's just a good cry. And I saw her again and I was like, okay, this time I'm going to take the time to listen. I'm going to see, is this real? 3 things that I needed to know. I needed to know, is it something I can do? Did I have to have like experience or a degree, or did I have to talk on the phone was the second thing. No phone. I was like, yes, no phone. And I homeschool. So no phone. I didn't need experience and I could work from home. There it was. I was like, I was beside myself, so excited. And to be in it and to know that it works and that I get to tell everybody else about this, just, it's like, thank you. I can't thank that girl enough. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Yes, that's it. And that's exactly what I'm saying. Somebody said that on another. So I'm streaming on YouTube and I'm streaming on TikTok at the same time. And Wendy said, thank you for sharing. I think people need to be able to relate because of their situation. And thank you. That's why I tell the sad story, because I don't want you to look at me and go, I can't do what she's doing. You can do what I'm doing. It just takes you doing those things. You have to show up. You're showing up for yourself. You show up, you do the work, and it will happen. It's a proven process. There is hope. And actually, Michelle calls herself the hope dealer. And I didn't understand that at first. I thought, hope dealer, what is that? Like hope dealer? I had no idea. Hi, Dominique. How are you? Thank you, Building a Legacy. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. Yeah, so it is important. It is important that we share the bad, the sad, and the glad. So I get to be at home. I get to be with my kids. There is nothing better for me personally than being able to breathe, being able to homeschool. It's just, I get to be a mom. I get to stay home. Now, there's other things. Maybe you have somebody you have to take care of. And I have had to help out my children's grandfather. So I was helping him out a lot before, and I'm doing good, thank you. And I had to help out my children's grandfather before. So that takes a lot of time. Running here, running there. And then I found an amazing app and I was like, what is this? Why aren't people helping the elderly? And so I found this thing, Go Grandparents. So if there's anybody in your life that needs help, like transportation, just Google it, Go Grandparent. So I said to him, here's the number. This is what you're going to do, because, it gave him back his independence in a way. And I love it. So what does this program do? This program opens up the doors to people that need to make money, that need to make it online, that want to change. And I think it's good for our heads to be able to, work is fast paced, long hours, little pay, and it's tiring and it's hard. And I understand all that stuff. This is another way. It's legitimate. It is real. It works. And you just got to do what the plan says to do. Follow the video, set it up, get going. You can do this. Anybody can do it from 18 to 80. I think I don't know if the oldest is 82, but we have got different from 18 to 80. Somebody was asking if a 17-year-old could do it, and I didn't see the answer to that. But this isn't hard. We promote programs that teach you valuable skills that can be applied. I love everything about this, because as a small business owner, previously small business owner, I still have Etsy shops. And this applies to anybody who's in business for themselves or online. This teaches you how to get yourself out there. So you're learning valuable skills. And when tonight I said 900, right? So I'm going to show you something. So I made back my initial investment in my first sale. Now, everybody's going to be different. I don't know. We promote 4 programs. We promote 4, but let me go over 3 things that are important for you to understand. So if you I have 4, there's 1, 3, 6, and 9. Okay. 9 is like VIP, and 9 is the one that sells the most because that's the one that is in demand. Now, that's probably why my first one was a 9. But you can come in. It depends on your goals. Do you have a goal for this month? Do you want to make 1,800? If that's your goal, then you would need to sell 2 of those 900s, 2 in a month. So I want you to think of these 3 things, okay? Number 1, what are your goals? And in that goal, whatever program you pick, you can sell that one and the ones underneath it, okay? Because what you are given is the right to sell that program and the ones underneath it. So it's called master resell rights, which is amazing. I can tell you it is amazing. I didn't even know what that was when I started. I didn't understand it. I had a store at one time and we could sell the books, used books. But when the university books came through, I had to have a special permission to be able to sell those and list those on Amazon. So I don't remember why I chose not to even bother with it, but I was like, that's too much work for not enough money. I didn't want to go through with all that work. So, but that's the same idea. So you actually get the rights to sell something. You didn't make it. You didn't create it. And it's available to you to resell. So it's awesome. It is. You're getting a valuable program that is teaching you skills that can be applied in different areas. Also, later on, you can learn how to put an affiliate link in. I haven't even done that myself, but it opens up this big door that you didn't even know existed. Like you didn't even know I can make more than one stream of income. Yes, you can. You can do this. You can learn how to do this. It's not hard. So the second thing when you're considering a program, and I'll show you guys inside in about 5 minutes. The second thing you need to think about is, number 1, which program do you want to come in on? And then you're going to be able to promote that one and the ones under it because your website's built for you based on what you come in on. Number 2, you're going to do the same work as the person that comes in on the 6. So if you come in on the 1, you're doing the same 2 hours as the person who's coming in on the 6. So you need to understand that. I always like to make that clear, because once I understood that, like these things, I was like, oh, okay, I get it. Okay, give me the 9, because that's what I want to come in on. That's what I want to promote. I want the ability to give people choices. So we need to give people choices. But if you come in on the 3, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. Promote the 1 and the 3. You can. This is the third part that I want you to remember, is that you can upgrade. You can do that. You have 30 days. You can upgrade. You will have to pay your $29 website fee again, because the website is built on whatever you come in on. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that you understand that. If you have questions, ask. Now, 900, I said 900. So 900 is what I made back, right? Now, I want to show you something. So the legacy is 900. Now, if we did that and we times it by 3, that would be 27. Is that right? Wait, okay. That would be $2,700 in a week if we sold 3 legacies. Okay. Now, if we took that and we multiplied that by 4, and I don't know off the top of my head what that is, but I'm showing you something important that you need to understand. Because, yeah, okay, so that's 10,800. That would be in a month. Now we're going to multiply that by 12. So I'm going to show you something here. That's 1 month. And in 12, so we're going to times that by 12. It would be 129,600. Okay. So oftentimes we find out inside of our program that we have 6-figure income earners. How do you have 6-figure income earners? Well, that's 6 figures right there. So if we did 3 of the legacies a week, right, it would be 10,000 in 1 month. That is only 12 customers. So you have to see, okay, all right, now what is my goal? Do I want to, and when I'm telling you, decide about what program you want to come in on, stupid fly, what program you want to come in on. If you all you want to do is make 2,000 extra a month, well, then sell the legacy twice. That's 18. You get 100% profit. Now, it's not going to put you right at 2, so sell 3. Or you can come in on the 6, and then you would have to sell 4, and that'd put you at 24. So you can make up your own goals, based on what program you want to come in on, based on what your goal is. Here's my goal. Okay, how do I hit that goal? So yes, indeed, these 6-figure income earners that are inside of the community, 12 customers in a month. So when you are looking inside, I'm going to take you inside. When you are looking on the inside and you're like, what? They did 18 in 1 day? Yes, that's 2 customers. That's only 2 customers. So when you're looking at the amounts, you have to change the way you think, because you're not used to it. Number one, I wasn't used to it. And you're looking and you're like, how is that possible? This is $1. I'm going to give you $1 for every single, how many customers do you need to make 900? If this is $1, that would be 900 customers. Okay. And this is how we usually think. We kind of like think in dollar store mentality is like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But I got one program over here that's 9, and that's only 1 customer. Does that make sense? Yeah, it does. It does, because it's only 1 customer. It is a valuable in-demand program that only is 1 customer. So you don't need 900 customers, okay, to make that 900. You need 1, or you need 2, or you need 3, depending on what you're going to come in on, depending on what your goals are. Okay. So let me take you in 5 minutes. I'm going to take you inside of our community, just show you around, and YouTube. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. If you have questions, simply go to grannysgettingpaid.com, put your email in. You can opt out. Don't panic. And you can go see the programs that I'm talking about. There's 4 programs. You guys can do this too. TikTok, I can take you in because you're on my phone. YouTube, I cannot take you in because you're on a camera. So if you have questions, though, just ask me inside of an email. That way I can keep your name and the email together. So tomorrow night, we will talk about how you actually get out there, how you use social media. We have 2 free methods to get this out. So be sure to join me tomorrow night, and we're going to talk about those free methods. That's crazy, kid. Drop a how. Good night. Thank you guys so much. I'll be back tomorrow night. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Drop by the comments. Also love you.
I love you too.